Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Today we are going to be checking out Arlington Oaks GC. This is a course designed by Chuck Gonzalez, aka Violin Guy, and this is his entry into the TGCTours current competition, the World Cup of Design. So as you can see, fairways are firm, greens are firm, green speed is fast. We're leaving all the other settings at the hands of the golfing gods at default. We do have 3 tee options. We are going to be playing off the blue tees, which are playing 7,497 yards, and pin set number 1. So this course is set near a Midwest college town. Arlington Oaks is a big par 71 golf course with something for everyone. From huge oaks and elms to beautiful waterfalls, there is plenty of elevation change throughout. Bring your A game on your greens and your big stick for holes like the mammoth 514 yard par 4 6 hole. So hole number 1, par 4, playing 464 yards, stroke index 14. Beautiful looking opening hole. Looks like it's going to be a slight dogleg right. And I would say that this is a countryside theme. That pin set is the back left of the green. We do have 11 mile per hour winds. So this wind's really going to move our ball to the left. Just applying a touch of fade here just to keep this ball straight. Just try to keep it down the right hand side. But what a bright course, guys. We have put a fast in that, so it's going to go more to the left than I would have liked. We may actually run out of fairway here, will we? No, it's going to be fine. The way that fairway contours has held the ball up and kept it in play. So 175 yards, up 9 feet. Greens are firm. Just going to deal off the 6 iron. Wind should hold us up and bring us round to the left. But wow, what a bright course that was from the tee box. It's a far better swing, great strike, wind's bringing us round nicely. This should turn towards the flagstick. Green does break to the right. Come on, keep turning. Decent approach shot there, probably about a 7 to 8 foot putt for birdie. Green speeds are 171. This is going to turn quite aggressively to the right here. Weight is going to be crucial. Don't want to play this too firm. Is it going to turn? Oh, it didn't turn. It burns the left edge. As you can see though, I did slightly pull that to the left on the putt line. Hopefully we can convert this 3-footer, which we do, for an opening hole. Par, and we are going to move on to hole number 2. So, hole number 2, par 3, playing 201 yards, and once again the sun is right in our eye. I do apologise for those who have sensitive eyes. You never know, some of you may well be wearing sunglasses. I think we could be in between clubs here. 199 yards, 2 feet. Wind's going to take us hard left here. So we're going to apply fade. Wind's moved to 12 mile per hour. And I'm going to have to really deal off this 5 iron. This wind should hold us up. Greens are firm though, so we should get a good run out once it hits the green. It's a really good clean strike. The fade's holding it beautifully. This could run up close towards the pin. Is it going to sit? And that is once again another fantastic approach shot into these firm fast greens. So a 7-footer, downhill, 1 inch. It's going to move slightly to the left. And we do manage to read that putt. And we drill that right into the heart of the cup. And we do move to 1 under par. Hole number 3, par 4. Short par 4, playing 422 yards, stroke index 8. But the volume of courses that have been entered into the World Cup of Design hosted by TGCTours is phenomenal. The standard is high. I think Avocrat Gaming and Jim Gem have covered a lot of them. So if you want to check out some of these courses, go and head over to their channel. So 10 mile per hour wind. Just looking to find the gap in between these 2 bunkers. The wind should hold us up. I think we could play an intentional fast here, to be honest. Just try to steal a few extra yards. the green is going to be uphill after her tee shot. That's a nice, clean, intentional fast there. And we are going to be really in good prime location in between these two bunkers. But the wind is really going to swing us to the left here. Green is elevated, up 25 feet. Just de-lofting this pitching wedge a few touches. That wind should hold us up and bring us around to the left. So we're counteracting that wind with some fade. I want to keep this on the left hand side of the flagstick ideally, because the green does turn to the right. Swinging well. Come on, get down. Should sit. Oh, that just took a big bounce and gained a bit of pace. Must have caught just a tiny little slope there. This should be an uphill putt by looking at it. No, it's dead flat. So 7-footer. Greens are challenging indeed. Oh my goodness, will you believe I have not read that putt well. That turned a lot more than I expected it to be honest. So it's another birdie that we do miss out on. But like the designer violin guy did say in his course description, the greens are going to be challenging. I mean, we've had 3 really good birdie opportunities. We are only 1 under. As we move on to the first off the par 5s on hole number 4. It's playing 597 yards, stroke index 16. But so far, very, very impressed. I like the layout of the course. Once again, it's a designer who's used bunkers as hazards rather than visual aids. I want to stay high. I want to stay on this high left-hand side of this fairway. Don't want to catch that right-hand side of the fairway. 1, it'll leave me an awkward lie. And 2, an uphill approach shot into the green. If we get up high here, the green's going to be at our level or maybe even below us. We should be able to reach this in 2, I would imagine. 304 yards, down 12 feet. Oh, it's no, we're not. Not with that wind. We're just going to come up short. Probably looking like a flop shot. If that wind was in our favour there, I would fancy our chances. So just a layup with a 2-wood. I love this camera angle when the ball just takes off and the camera right behind it and tracks it. Beautiful approach shot. And that is going to be a little flop shot. 45 yards, up 5 feet. Oh, that is brutal. This is going to bounce on the fringe, I would imagine. It's going to de-loft it 1 touch. Chances are I'll put a fast or slow on it. I didn't. I played a perfect fast. Oh, it's great. It should check up. Stop. It's really carried on. Didn't check up at all. We've 110% caught a slope there, so this is going to be an uphill putt. But decent flop shot. Just going to turn slightly to the right. That's a good putt, and we do walk away with the second birdie of the round and move to 2 under par. But so far, the challenge has certainly been on the greens without a doubt. So, hole number 5, par 4, playing 417 yards. This one's a dogleg right. Look at that bridge work there to the right. I really like that. It is a really natural looking course here. So we've got 7 mile per hour wind. It's going to take us to the right. Let's just have a quick look at this. Very cool bridge. A trio of bridges. The free bridge pond. Really, really cool. Don't want to draw. I think we can hit driver here. I'm just going to keep it up to the top here. This wind should hold us up. So we're going to fully loft this driver up. Hopefully we can get the execution of the swing. Oh, we've nailed that. The wind should take that hard right. Beautiful aerial shot of the course there. This should kick to the right. And that is now going to leave us a downhill approach shot into this green. So 131 yards, down 20 feet. So let's take off 7 yards. But we've got that 8 mile per hour wind behind us. It's now changed to 9. So we're going to have to loft up this gap wedge. Try and use this slope. This ball should kick hard right off this slope that I'm aiming for, as long as we don't overshoot it. Oh, that is really came off the club face a lot more aggressive. That has been a flyer, so we've kind of missed the slope. And that is really took off as soon as I hit that. An absolute flyer off the club face. So we've got a 30-foot putt uphill, 6 inches. As you can see, this is going to turn to the left. I don't think we've allowed enough for the break. The pace was good, and that is going to leave us with a little 2 to 3 foot tap in for par. So we are going to remain at 2 under par here. Hole number 6. Here's the monster par 4 the designer talked about. 514 yards, stroke index 2. Getting a real good close-up look at the bridges now. I really like the lighting. Like what I always say, the lighting can make or break a course. For me, the lighting is bang on in this style of course. Once again, lots of bunkers. So we've got an 11 mile per hour wind. I like the way he's laid out these holes with the fairways and the bends and the twists. So we're going to have to counteract this wind with fairway. You can't just take out your driver and hit it straight down the fairway. You do have to do a bit of thinking on this course on the tee box, which I really, really like. It's a thinking man's course, and we've played that really well with a fade. So we're going to have a long shot. The wind's slightly in our favour now, though, at a diagonal angle. 215 yards. I'm going to have to come down to the 6 iron here. This may come up a little bit short, but I just feel like I'm really in between clubs at certain holes. I think 5 iron would leave me long. So we just de-lofted this. I'm really relying on the wind carrying me. It's a decent swing. Wind's not carried me anywhere near as well as I expected. That may come back off this slope. I thought it would. It's a well-designed green. Especially with that pin location. It's well protected. But that wind just didn't carry us as well as I would have liked. So we've got a flop shot. Just lofting up this lob wedge. It's a horrible swing line. Should check up. Does check up. But I tell you something, this is certainly no gimme the way these greens have been breaking. So 5 footer, this is going to break hard left. Oh, played that a bit pacey, but fortunately it did drop right on the edge. And we are going to remain at 2 under par. I mean, I think we're playing some good shots here. I just cannot read these greens as good as I expect to, or as good as I should. But they are really, really testing. They're confusing at times. But hole number 7, par 3, playing 185 yards, stroke index 4. We've got a 9 mile per hour wind in our favour, downhill. But once again, I do find myself really in between clubs. I'm not sure if it's due to the yardage or the wind or a combination of both. 7 iron's definitely the club I am going to have to really loft it up, and we want to keep this at the left hand side of that pin. But with these firm fast greens, this is probably going to come in hot with this wind behind it. I would rather a 9 mile per hour wind in my face so we could hold the ball up and get it down onto the green fairly softly. But this is going to come in hot. And with these greens, from what we've seen, we're going to get firm bounces. It's a beautiful swing. There's the wind really pushing that. And as you see, it's going to come in hot. Is it going to hit the flagstick? Check up. Just running past the flag, probably about 10 feet. 10 feet bang on. Just a little bit of movement. So we've been fairly rewarded well for that approach shot. That should start to turn. It does turn, and we do pick up another birdie. I mean, the way I'm playing, I honestly feel I should be 5-6 under. But that is credit to the designer and the way he's designed this course. The main challenge is on the greens. But hole number 8 is par 5. Easiest hole in the course, coming in at stroke index 18, playing 548 yards. Man-made pond to our left. The fairway splits here. Nice retaining wall. And then the green is protected by bunkers. But look at this, he's really made this fairway tight with the position of these bunkers. But like I said, the writing, the layout, the sculpting is all very good here from Violin Guy. You can clearly tell he's an experienced designer. We are really swinging. Oh, I've put a slow on that. I tell you what, it should kick out. But the way this controller is at the moment is very, very sensitive. And if I do not get my swing bang on, I am getting a lot of slows, which is really punishing me. It's going to have to be 2-wood with the uphill elevation. I'm really trying to draw this round and get this kicking on before the green. This should land on the fairway. It's a good clean strike. There's the draw coming in. The draw's overpowered the wind. Is it going to sit down? Please sit. Oh no, it looks like it's going to run off the green. No reward there whatsoever. That looked like it could be an excellent shot. But we're going to have a little chip shot from 8 yards. This should break to the left. Oh, pardon me, I put a slow in that. But we're going to pick up birdie. And that is birdie number 4. So let's move on to the final hole of the front 9, which is a par 4, playing 484 yards, stroke index 12. But this really is a natural looking course, guys, and I'll keep saying it. You don't need heaps of detail and extras thrown in to make a course. This is a very natural looking design. If I was informed that this was an RCR somewhere in England, I would 100% believe it. And I think that's the highest compliment you can give designers, is that the course plays like a real course, even though it's a fictional course. So this 12-mile-per-hour wind is going to take us round to the right. This fairway should kick all the way down the slope to the right. And that should end up a monster drive. Just managed to stay out the fairway. And that's testimony to the designer there. The way he's contoured these fairways. Because that could easily have ran into the rough. But as you can see, he's just put a little lip there. It forces the ball back onto the fairway. Great strike. This should kick up quite aggressively. It should catch this little slope. Is it a slope? Go on, go on. Yes, it does catch it. It didn't run down as much as I expected. But we are going to have a 26-foot putt, up 5 inches. Just coming up a little bit short there. You just really expect that wind to carry you an extra few yards at times, and it doesn't. That needs to turn. Oh, what a putt that is, guys. Who needs to be within 4 or 5 feet when you can putt from that range? So solid front 9. 5 under. Could have been better. We've been in total control of the course. And we do move on to hole number 10. Par 4, playing 448 yards, stroke index 7. But once again, guys, beautiful looking course. Beautiful looking hole. The oak trees, the bunkers, the layout of the fairways really brings this course to life. And as we know, the challenges in the greens. But like I said this a good few holes ago, you cannot just take a driver and expect to whack this down the fairway. You've got to think of this. So I'm just trying to find the right hand side of fairway here. Should kick to the left. Once again, it's a well positioned bunker. And we've really played that well. Decision making off the tee is crucial here. It's 167 yards, an 11 mile per hour wind. So that wind's going to hold us up and hopefully move us. So just de-lofting the 7 iron. Oh, I've put a slow on it once again, so it's going to come up short. We pushed it right. Oh, disappointing, because this green really turns towards the flag.
You're on the green. You're on the green.
So my controller sensitivity biting me back once again. That slow probably takes about 6-7 yards off the ball, depending on which club you're using. So we're now left with a 33 footer down 1 foot. This is a tough putt. Going to have to take my time with this. Weight's going to be crucial. I play this too firm. That ball's disappearing. It should start to turn. That's on line. That is on line. What a putt that is, guys. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. You're not going to see a better putt or better read on this game. Obviously, there's a bit of luck involved there, but what a putt that is. And we are rewarded with a birdie. But there's the first of the waterfalls that Violin Guy talked about. Beautiful looking waterfall. Hole 11, par 4, 489 yards. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Sometimes the waterfalls don't look good, but that one there certainly did. A few of these holes are really special, guys. I mean, it's going to bring you back to wanting to play this. But let's just have a quick look at this waterfall. I mean, how good does that look? Wow, very impressive. So, this bunker really is in play on the right. I'm just going to try and find the gap between the bunker on the rough on the left hand side. So we are playing some fade. Crucial shot here, not easy. We're going to be, with that wind, we're going to be bang in line with this bunker, yardage wise. So we really have to keep this to the left of the bunker. Good swing. Hopefully we've played enough fade just to counteract the wind. Oh, this should end up well. And that is a fantastic tee shot. I think we've hit every fairway in regulation today so far. But once again, a lot of work to do. 210 yards, up 17 feet. 14 mile per hour wind here. But look at that green, the way it slopes. That's really protecting that pin. It's going to be so hard to get as close. I'm just going to try and land this on the slope, hopefully get an aggressive kick, and hopefully it kicks up into the top tier. If not, it's going to come up short. That sounded like a heavy connection. How is that coming up so short? Wow, that didn't even get close to its potential yardage. And with that, it's ran all the way back down. So 55 foot, uphill by 2 feet. It's turning slightly to the left at my feet, but it does turn hard left. Just getting a good look at this one. So it turns left, breaks left all the way. Gotta get this up here. Gotta get this within 5-6 feet. We've really gave that a belt. That slope's killed that. That slope has killed that ball. Wow, we're about 10 feet short. So we could be dropping our first shot of the round. 13 feet short to be precise. I can't understand how that hybrid came up so short. It's a really heavy contact. That needs to turn. It does turn, and we do pick up a saving par putt there. Fantastic par putt, and we are going to remain at 6 under par. But to be honest, I mean, we've spoke about the designer mentioning the challenges on the greens, but if you don't get a good tee shot, this course could really become a total different challenge. It is so crucial to find fairways. But the way Violingai set these things out, he's not making life easy for us off the tee, which I really like. So 2 iron, 12 mile per hour wind. So as you see, we're playing a fade just to counteract the wind. I want this on the left hand side because the green really turns back to the right. Come on, come on, come on. This should kick left, and it looks like it may turn back towards the pin. I tell you something, if this has got the legs, what a shot that is. What a shot that is. I don't think we could have played that much better. Club selection was bang on there. Yardage was bang on. An 8-foot putt. It's going to start to turn aggressive the first 3-4 feet. It should just mellow out. It's not oh, it did turn. I was going to say it's not turned. It did turn. And that is a fantastic birdie we've picked up there in hole number 12. And we do move to 7 under par. But scoring opportunities, birdie opportunities here in these wind conditions are at a premium. So unless you're getting close to these pins, which at times I've struggled to do, your putting's got to be top notch. But hole number 13, par 4, playing 460 yards, stroke index 3. There's that pond once again. But look how tight the approach shot becomes into this green. It's a bottleneck fairway. So water is definitely in play on the right hand side in this approach shot. Just looking to set this down the left hand side of the fairway. Fairway should kick back towards the water. Beautiful swing line. Absolute laser beam. That wind's really carried us. And it is starting to turn. Didn't turn towards the water as much as I expected it to. So 116 yards, down 2 feet with that wind behind us though. Once again, I'm really in between clubs. I really am. We're going to have to loft up this sand wedge and just land this at the front of the green, but it looks like it's going to take a huge kick to the right. Great strike. There's the... we just didn't land it. It actually landed on the fringe. So that lacked the legs there. But you can see why I was expecting to land it on the green and then to get that huge kick right. But once again, such a tough pin to get near in these conditions. Is it going to turn? It does turn. And we are really starting to read the greens. We're starting to get used to the weight and the pace of the putts that we've got to execute for the read. But hole number 14, par 4, playing 384 yards, stroke index 11. So we're having a good back 9 here. Good start to the back 9. But it's another fantastic looking hole. There's been 3 or 4 holes so far, guys, that I would say I just want to come back and play this course just for this hole. So that 10 mile per hour wind should hold us up. Setting us down the right hand side. Wind should hold us up and bring us back slightly to the left. Our shots off the tee box today have been really, really good. I've pushed that to the right. It shouldn't really affect us too much. It does hold the fairway. And this wind's going to blow us to the left. And at the same time, hold us up. So 99 yards, up 11 feet into that wind. It's got to be the sand wedge. I'm just looking to find that slope here. The green really breaks to the left. The wind should move us. And the slope. Just want to make sure we don't get a slow here. Controller, so that's a beautiful swing. It's not coming round to the left. It didn't come as much as round to the left as I hoped. And that ball just stopped stone dead. There you go. That's why I like playing into the green with the wind in my face. Because it sits down quicker. So tough putt here from 11 feet. Down 3 inches. I fully expected that wind to move me more. Yardage was good though. It's another well-read putt. And we do walk away with the birdie. And we move to 9 under par here with a par 5 coming up. Hole number 15, par 5. Playing 566 yards, stroke index 17. But this is just nature at its best, guys. Just a fantastic course. I mean, from what I've seen, I've not played all the courses, but the judges have got some tough decisions on their hands. But for me, the playability of this course is absolutely superb. So just looking to come over the top of this bunker, especially with that wind behind us. We are really swinging well today. This is going to be a monster drive. We should be reaching this green in 2 comfortably. 333 yards that is travelled. So 220, no. Do you know what? I'm going to come down to the 5 iron because that bunker is in play. Hopefully this just kicks on to the green. If not, we're going to have a flop shot, but I'm just wary of that bunker that's been well positioned. Right in line with the pin. That was a heavy contact again. Come on, stay up. Stay up. Wow, I have had some few dodgy contacts today with the ball. But you'll get a good look at that bunker now. So there you go. That's why I didn't want to be long. So 23 yards out. Fully loft in this flop shot. Put a slow fast on it. Is it going to check up? Ooh. Still went 26 yards despite fully lofting that up. And this is a tough putt from 9 feet. This is really going to break hard right. Turn, turn, turn. We really are judging these greens well now. We've nailed the pace. And we do move to 10 under par. Hole number 16, par 4, playing 426 yards, stroke index 15. There's nothing to criticise about this course. There's nothing I would change. I think the green firmness and speed really complements the course well, especially with the challenge of the greens. The layout, the sculpting, the contouring, the writing. It's all been done really well, clearly by an experienced designer. But more waterfalls off there in the distance, guys. Absolutely stunning. So we've got a decision to make here. Just trying to send this down the right hand side. This wind should hold us up. Beautiful look at that waterfall there. Great aerial shot. So we're going to have a lot of work still to do into this 10 mile per hour wind. Green's elevated. Look how fast that water's flowing, by the way. So 8 iron, just de-lofting this. It's a tough pin. The green breaks to the left. I'm trying to fire this right at the flagstick. What a strike. We're on line. We are on line. Should bounce out and sit. And that is a fantastic golf shot. We have absolutely threw a bullseye into the dartboard with that one. And we are rewarded with birdie number 11. I'm really happy with how I've played this course. It's a thinking man's course, especially off the tee box, where you position yourself for the approach shot. And the way the wind has been today, it's really made this a challenging course. But hole number 17, par 3, playing 170 yards, stroke index 13. Tough pin location, right over on the right hand side. Unfortunately, the wind is kind of with us. Down 20 feet. That's a really awkward wind for these greens and for this pin location. So we're coming down to the 9 iron. I'm going to have to loft this up a few touches. I really expect that wind to bring us hard right. The height I'm putting this ball up at, it should move us considerably to the right. Good swing. The wind's not pushing us to the right at all. I'm going to catch that slope. It takes us to the left. I'm going to sit down. Oh, bye-bye ball. I've misjudged the wind there. I really expected that wind to take me another 2 or 3 yards to the right. So with that, a 31 foot putt, up 1 foot. That has got a flyer off the par face. I'll tell you now, that could go off the green. Wow, I really didn't expect, I didn't mean to play it as firm as that. It does happen at this time. Putter stutter. I've not had that in a long time. I've missed that. Oh my goodness. An unforced error, guys. Disappointed with that. We are going to pick up a bogey. We move back to 10 under par. And we are going to walk on to the final hole of this absolutely fantastic course. Arlington Oaks GC. I'm gutted with that bogey, you know, because I think in my head I've played really good golf today. But that's what I like about this course. One mistake, it's going to punish you. So, final hole is the hardest hole on the course, coming in at stroke index 1. But I've really enjoyed my time out here on the course. The wind's behind us. Once again, bunkers in play. I really like it. A lot of thought, a lot of creativity has went into this course. We're just applying a touch of drop just to keep this away from the bunker. It's an absolute laser beam. Really swung well today. That draw's kept that tee shot straight. I think we've hit every fairway in regulation, guys. I'm sure we're going to have 100% fairways in regulation. So 159 yards, up 9 feet. We've got the same wind as what we had on that par 3, the same angle. So I'm learning my lesson. It didn't push me as far to the right as I expected the last time. But welcome to the world of the Golf Club 2019, where the wind does what it should do. It didn't do it in the previous hole, cost me a bogey. It over pushes it this time. So there you go. We're going to have a tougher putt for birdie here. This is going to be a tough putt. 24 feet, up 6 inches. There's the inconsistency of the wind in this game. That's really going to turn. Good weight in that. Just didn't read the break as well as we could have. But we should be tapping this in for par from 2 feet. And that should be around a 61, I do believe. I'm sure it was a par 71. It is a 61, 10 under par. What a fantastic course, guys. Arlington Oaks GC. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. For me, 100% favourite and 5-star. But that is it for today's video, guys. Until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.